We both studied in the same school from first standard. He'll hold my ponytail like this and he would just shake me around. The moment he texted me, yes, I stopped replying. Like, Sean is a very, very, very naughty guy. Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ashmita. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are so close to hitting 10k and I'm so excited about it. Anyway, in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about how I met Sean and how we fell in love with each other and all that. Basically, I put some story times on Instagram like in bits and pieces, and a lot of you guys had questions as to how we met, how we fell in love, and how I got married to Sean despite my family being against all of it. So I'm gonna be talking about everything from the first till the end as to how I left my house and everything. But again, even here it's going to be divided into parts because it's such a long story. I cannot make it in one video. So there will be a new episode every Tuesdays in the evening or Wednesdays in the morning if it gets delayed. And I will also obviously update it on my Instagram stories, like I'll put stories and all that, so you can keep an eye out. So hold tight and let's go. So Sean and I both are from this town called Virupuram. It's near Pondicherry, and we both studied in the same school from first standard. But I never knew this guy even existed till I was in 6th standard. So basically, I had a friend called Abby from first standard, and I was like really close to him. When we were in 6th standard, he was in a different section, I was in a different section. So anytime we had lunch break or snacks break or whatever, I would go see him in his class. I'll go play with him or I'll just go talk to him or whatever. Basically, Sean was Abby's friend too, but I didn't know that at all until I was in 6th standard. So whenever I used to go to his class and play with my friend, Sean would also come and he would like literally bully me. If you see me, you'll be shocked because I'm much more tinier in person. So you can imagine when I was in 6th standard how tiny I would be. And I used to wear a little ponytail here when my hair was really short, and we used to call that coconut tree because it would like literally open up like this. And I remember every time he'd come, he'll either beat me and run away or he'll hold my ponytail like this and he would just shake me around like this. And I would just, because I was so tiny and I did not have the energy to fight with a boy, I would just like, go about like this and all. And I used to hate him so much. He used to call me Pepsi tin, he used soda tin, because again I'm very small, so I'm like a tin. Now cut to 11th standard. The irony is from first standard to 10th standard, we both were never in the same class, so I had no idea about his existence at all. When I was in 11th standard, basically after 10th standard, you have to choose what you want to study. Like you can take science or you can take computer science or you can take commerce. And even though I got good marks and everybody suggested me I should go for science or computer science, I wanted to take commerce because me and my then best friend, we both decided that we are going to be in the same class no matter what. So one thing about Sean is he is late everywhere. Even till today he is late everywhere, and somewhere I've also caught that. These days even I'm going late, but anyway, the point is even in school he used to come really late. So the classes would start at 9 o'clock and this guy would literally come to class after like 9:10, 9:15. So first day when we were all in the class, that's the first time you're meeting each and every person, whoever is going to be in your class. But right when the class was about to start, he literally walked in and I was like, what is he doing here? And my friend was like, maybe he's in this class. And as soon as he came inside the class and he sat, I literally told my then best friend, please let's go off to some other class. I don't want to be in this class with this guy. I just absolutely hate him. I cannot imagine spending the next 2 years with this guy in this class. So can we go to computer science, or I'm okay with biology also, I'll study, but I don't want to be in this class. Can we just go off? She told me he's not that bad of a guy, so you don't have to be scared of him. I was like, you have no idea how I got bullied. Me and my best friend used to sit next to each other, and this guy very smartly, every time he would talk to her, he'll also try to talk to me, try to tease me. You know how boys usually tease girls, and every time I would get so irritated, and every time I would blame my best friend. It's because you are talking to him, only he's able to talk to me, so you better stop talking to him. I used to go to a tuition outside my school for maths, and his best friend used to come to the same tuition. So we were like 4 of us who used to go to the same tuition, and one day I heard his best friend say, Sean is also planning to come to this tuition tomorrow. And I was just like, oh my god, if he's gonna come here, I'm gonna stop coming to this tuition. Can you imagine? That's how much I used to hate him. Apparently, I knew all this after we got committed. Sean used to like me from when we were in 10th standard. Like, I didn't even know this guy existed when we were in 10th standard, but he used to look at me from here and there and he used to like me, it seems. So he literally came to the tuition because I am in that tuition. Anyway, then after a few days, he came to the same tuition. I couldn't stop going to that tuition because I couldn't find someone else. And in my tuition, I mentioned, right, there were 4 of us. So we were were 2 girls and then 2 boys. And in those 2 boys, apart from the guy who was Sean's best friend, there was one more guy. He was my friend. He had my mom's phone number. I did not have like my personal phone back then. But my mom's phone would almost always be with me except for when she gets calls. We had exchanged numbers and he used to sometimes text me and I would sometimes text him. Let's just forget my mom's number. Let's just say my number. Apparently, turns out Sean asked for my number from this guy who was my friend and he gave my number to him. I very well remember that time we were in Chennai. I was at my cousin's place and I got a random text saying, "Hi, how are you?" from an unknown number. And when he texted very smartly, he didn't tell me who he was. I was like, "Hi, who is this?" He was trying to make me find out who he was. First he said, "I'm from your school." Then he was like, "I'm from your class." And then I was guessing. And then for a very long time, the conversation kept going like this and I got so overstimulated. I'm like, "Who are you? I need to know or else stop texting me." And then he told me, "I'll give you one last hint. I go to the same tuition as you." And then I was like, "Is this Sean?" And then he texted me yes. The moment he texted me yes, I stopped replying. Like every day he would send me hi and I would never reply at all. I would just avoid him. And every day after I go to school, he'll ask me, "Why are you not replying to me? Why are you not talking to me?" And I'm like, "I'm not interested in talking to you." But he never stopped, okay? Even then he would send me hi every single day, even if I don't reply. And in school at that point, we were not talking a lot, but he used to tease me. I used to tease him back. Like tease him back in the sense he used to tease me. I would get irritated and I would give him back. Anyway, so it kept going on like this for a few more days. So in our timetable, we have 2 days of PT period in one whole week. And in those 2 days of PT period, we can all play whatever we want. We can play catch and catch or volleyball or basketball or whatever we want to play. So sometimes we would all bring our own rackets and we would play shuttle. So 2 of my uncles, they go to a court and play shuttle on a daily basis. So they have rackets that are like really good quality and a bit expensive. And we are actually not allowed to touch that racket because we would play in a very rough kind of way and it would come off. And it was for 3,000. And back then in 2011, 3,000 is a little bit of a big amount, right? So one day what happened, without my uncle's knowledge, I took his racket and I went to school just to like, flex that, I have this very expensive racket. I'm not gonna give anybody. I'm gonna be this cool kid who plays with a 3,000 rupees racket and all that. So I was playing with this racket and a couple of boys came to me and they were asking me for the racket and I was like, no, I can't give. This is my uncle's very expensive racket. If he comes to know, he will kill me, so I won't give anybody. And then even Sean came and asked me and I did the same thing. No, I will not give my racket to you. It's a very expensive racket. So anyway, I didn't give Sean. Now what happened was I wanted to go to the washroom. So I kept my racket in the racket bag or whatever you want to call it. And I kept it aside and I went to the washroom with my friends. And you know how ladies' washrooms are generally used. We were all just chilling and talking and yapping and then slowly we were walking and coming back. And when I came back, I saw that this guy, the guy in my tuition, my friend, he was playing with my racket. And I told him, "Don't use that racket, give it back to me. If something happens, I'll have to be answerable to my uncle." And he never gave. He was just playing and I definitely can't chase him and take it back because if some teachers see, it will become a big problem. So I was just standing aside. It just so happened that Sean walked. At this point, Sean and I were talking a little bit. He sees this guy playing with my racket and he just got so upset because Sean thought Sean is a much more closer friend to me than this guy is. And he didn't talk to me at all. He just quietly went off. I did see that he came, he saw and he got upset and he went. But then I didn't think it was important enough for me to go and convince him or tell him what happened or anything because genuinely I was not that close to him. And the entire day after that, he was so quiet. Like Sean is a very, very, very naughty guy. Teachers literally used to get so irritated with him because he was such a naughty guy. You know that one naughty guy in every class? Yeah, Sean was that. But I did not notice that he was quiet because I never gave so much importance to him. But my best friend apparently saw and noticed that he was very quiet. And then she told me, "Why don't you talk to him? He'll tell you what happened." And I was like, let him be quiet. I don't care. So when school got over, everyone were leaving class and he looked at me in a very sad and very upset way. And then I went and I asked him, "What happened? Why have you been so quiet? What's wrong?" He didn't tell me anything. His eyes literally filled with tears. "What happened? Why are you so upset? Did I do something or did somebody else tell you something?" And then he told me, "You didn't want to give the racket to me. I understand because it's your uncle's racket. But if you didn't want to give me, why did you give this guy? I thought I was a bit more closer to you than he was. I don't have a problem with him using the racket. I just felt very bad that you didn't give me." And then I told him sorry, but I told him sorry in a very casual way. Like I didn't even mean that sorry. After this, I started feeling really bad. And then I told my best friend, this happened. And my best friend said, "You please go home and talk to him because he looks very upset and I've never seen Sean like this. So I think this has really bothered him a lot." So then I told Sean, "Okay, I'll go home and text you." This was the first time I texted him first. Till then, we were never talking on calls. Like we were just texting connecting. So this day I sent him a hi, and then I asked him, can I call you? And then I called him, told him everything. And after this incident is when Sean and I got a little bit more closer. Like even I started getting closer. He always liked me, but it was never from my side. Like I did not like him, but I didn't mind talking to him as a friend. After this, what happened, how I fell in love, how I said okay, and how everything went, I will tell you in the next part. I hope you liked and enjoyed this story time. I will see you all in my next video. Until then, it's bye from Ashmita.